No! There's no time for an intro. Look how long this video is already. If we had the intro, it's gonna be even longer. Do. We can just jam to these beats while we watch this duel. It's open with 3 solemn warnings. Oh, not 3 solemn warnings, 3 solemn wishes. So that's pretty funny. But it also kind of was my downfall. Because, you know, that's 3 of your spell and trap zones already filled up. And I've got a greed as well. So, if you saw my last video, I was using Greedy Burn. But it was pretty badly built. But now I've gone and improved it. And you'll see what it can do. Frightful Roar is supposed to put in a lot of work. But I'm going to keep the card in here, but against my opponent's deck, it did nothing. Mainly because it needs your opponent to attack. Well, it doesn't need it, but that's preferably what you'd want to happen. So they're setting all these cards, and I still don't know what they're playing. But Book of Eclipse will flip them all up on the end phase, and that will do a 2500 damage, so it's pretty good. That Sasaki Knight, no, Sasaki Samurai, sorry. That card doesn't really do that much work, so I'll probably cut that one down. And I'll probably put Solemn Wishes down to 2. It's good to keep you alive, but you know, it just kind of sits in your spell and trap zones. The Bistro, I'll probably push that guy back up. The funny thing about this duel is, alright, I won't reveal it yet, but the deck they're playing, drawing helps quite a lot. So it could go either way. You're basically helping them to their win condition. Yeah, they're playing Exodia. You're helping them to their win condition, but you need to let them draw if you want to kill them, because greed is your win condition. So you kind of both. It's kind of a risky thing. I'd say MVP card of this entire match would be Heavy Slump, because when they're playing Exodia, 2 cards in their hand isn't going to be much. And another card, if I drew it more often, would it be Disturbance Strategy. That card's pretty nice, because I had to take out card destruction, but it sort of does a similar thing. You know, they draw equal to their hand, so the more cards in their hand, the more they're going to take damage. Prideful Roar does literally no work at all. It has clogged up my spell and trap card too. Messenger of Peace, supposedly it's supposed to be counterproductive. I only have 1 of them now. But the idea of the card is you're supposed to store with it. But yeah, as you can see, they had Exodia for the first game. I also added in Geiger Guy Cowboy and Black Shippercorn, and don't know what else I can add in now. Probably just some other generic rank 4s. But yes, greed. That's the card what makes the deck get rolling if the deck was a bull. Greed, Solemn Wishes is just to keep you alive. Although against this deck, I was only ever going to set 1 after the first duel. Mainly because they don't seem to want to do any damage because they're playing Exodia. Yeah. I also had, in the original build, had Upstart, good Goblin Housekeeping, and that was a silly idea. And they ended up killing me the first time. The first duel was against Neton. But yeah, then I made it better, and now we're having this match. I made it even better now, so I might use it again. I mean, I'm gonna carry on using it, but I might use it again for a video. And Heavy Slump is actually probably one of the best cards in the deck, because your objective isn't to deck them out, it's to make them draw cards under burn, and Heavy Slump does that, but it also takes away their advantage, puts them down to 2 cards. I also just took out Dark Hole. I might put it back in, but it's out for now. Just because, you know, Dark Hole you know, it's meh. Well, it's okay. It's a good card, but in this deck I prefer. Like, I'm not using it in this deck from now. Prideful Roar, I was considering to take it out, but I'm gonna keep it in for now. So their deck, the idea, it's mostly battle searches, and you basically protect your life points by having battle searches protect you, and that also deck thins, and you just draw into Exodia very easily. And also they have Lavavo Chain to top deck the Exodia pieces. And I must say that this duel was, well, this match was the funnest match I've had ever, and it's the funnest series of duels I've had in ages, because, you know, it was just like quite an interesting duel, because, you know, the whole I have to make them draw in order for me to win. I have to make them draw, but yeah, drawing actually helps them. But there, with Chainsaw Insect they draw one card, and with Dark Robe they draw another, and with 2 greeds on the field, that's going to be the end of the game, and they'll realise it soon enough. But yeah, we go into a third game, and we're drawing all the Chainsaw Insects this time. And Duality is good because it deck thins but it doesn't draw. So, and there I take the Book of Eclipse because I knew that card was going to help me win the duel. And for some reason, like, I thought I could get off Prideful Roar and that would be good, but the thing is, they would just search for another one and then kill it after. Unless I should read Prideful Roar. I'm not sure if it gains it forever or just that battle. Yeah, join damage calculation only. Well, I wanted my defender face-up defense. And with Chainsaw Insect and defender, they'll be at 8 cards during the next draw phase. So Heavy Slump will put in even more work once again. And yes, Heavy Slump, probably yeah, I already said that, but it's the best card in the deck. Do 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 do. Yeah, funky beat. So yeah, Heavy Slump puts an extra 1000 damage on, but makes them get rid of the hand basically. Pretty nice. Yeah, what's it called? Disturbance strategy is also very good. Ah, there it is right now. Because the more cards they have in the hand, the more cards they have to draw. So it's actually pretty nice. Same effect as Photon Leo, but you have to tribute summon him. So Bistro the Butcher, he's pretty good. I actually dropped down the Suzuki Samurai to just to 1 because you have so many cards which make your opponent draw. They hardly ever are gonna draw that many cards to get to 7. But it does also set up your Heavy Slump pretty much. So that's why I'm keeping that 1. And I'm also adding some XCs, so level 4s are a bit better anyway. And with only 2 Sasaki Samurais, it's not really worth running. Not really worth running the rank 3s. They also have Cyber Valley, which is pretty good. Now that I have Greed, they're at 7000 now. But that's all gonna change, because I chain the Greed to Defender, so they'll take 500 there. And on the end phase I want to use Disturbance strategy. So they have 8 cards in their hand, and they'll be forced to draw 8 more. I was trying to count it, I wasn't being annoying. So that would be 9 cards of damage altogether, so 4500 points of damage altogether, pretty nice. And then I'll just have to discard 2 at the end phase. And apparently they were on 4 pieces of Exodia at that point, and they had to put them all back. Yeah. So on our turn, like I said, I knew that Book of Eclipse was going to win the game, and all I needed to happen was for them to not draw the Exodias, and looks like I succeeded.
I'm Boss Lightyear and you just watched my video, so thanks for that, and you can sub if you want, but I'm not going to force you.